with all the videos I'm making on all my channels, I just realized I've only made one random gameplay video on Diablo 4 since the launch of the game on my Druid. So this is part 2. A lot has changed since then. I got a lot of extra gear and levels and whatnot. And basically the point of this game, or rather this video, not the game, is just to showcase it. That's it, that's all.
We must help them.
So I'm in a little dungeon right here. This is considered tier 3, one of the hardest difficulty tiers in the game. And I got some pretty interesting, unique skills for my character, which I may go over with you a little bit at the end. Right now, it's just to kind of, showcase how I'm self-sufficient in dungeons on tier 3. There are much better people than I that are doing much better, but I don't care. I'm having fun. But yeah, so I can shapeshift into a bear or a werewolf. I can actually even do it so it's permanent. But right now I have it so anytime I cast an earth skill, which is the brown skills at the bottom there, turns me into a bear. While I'm in a bear, I can heal anytime I use skills that use up my spirit there. So there's all these perks and synergistical skills, if that makes any sense. And then if I crit while I'm in a form, then I heal for 9%. It's really, really cool, which is why I don't really need to heal all the time. So if you look at my health right now, normally I would pop a potion, but now watch. You see that? My health is just going up. That's in part 2. That I want to show you. That's in part 2 a couple of things. So the snake here makes it so that the critical strikes with shape-shifting skills heal you for 3% of my maximum life. And then in my abilities, I have nature magic skills that consume spirit, heal me for 3%. So it's pretty wild. That alone, just that little pipsqueak change, is an absolute game changer. See, I can hit them from afar. And now when I trample, it just causes a crazy earthquake. It's just insane. Like I'm having so much fun, and that's the most important thing, right? Because for the first couple of dozen hours, I didn't really know what I was doing. And I was actually getting, see all those pillars just shooting up like aftershock earthquakes? It's pretty wild. It's like I was having fun with the character, but I was so weak, so soft, I couldn't barely clear a stronghold on tier 1. And now if you look underneath my mini-map at the top right, you can see I'm in tier 3. And again, that's not a flex, it's just to show you that I can finally do this. I can do, events, and I could pretty much do whatever. Strongholds on tier 3? No, but those are pretty much only one-time things that unlock the map a little bit. It's like you do the stronghold, and then if there's like a big world event or something like that, then you can, see, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. It's crazy. And a lot of these skills that you see, a lot of this madness comes from things that did not exist in other games. So on legendaries, you get legendary perks like this one here, my landslides, earth pillars, each strike a second time. When I fortify, my earth skills gain 2 ranks, Damage from earth skills slow enemies, and then slowed enemies take more damage, right? That one shows me that it's doubled when you have fortify. So that means I could change that skill. This one makes it so that my earth skills are also werebear skills. And that's why when I do an earth skill, I turn into a bear, but then I can get a chest piece that makes it that I permanently stay like that. Trample is that charge I do. Trample summons 6 landslide pillars of earth. And it's just wild because then with that landslide, my landslides strike a second time. So it makes it so that this necklace basically does it twice. And it's nuts. So it's little things like that. And then, you know, my basic skills get 19% more attack speed. And just all a bunch of little things that, like I said, synergistically all work together. And if you're missing like one or two pieces of not so much gear, but just like the aspect on the gear, you won't be able to do half of what I'm doing, or somebody else, right? See, there I had to pop a potion. That happens. Not really a big deal. You should have seen how many potions I used to have to take before. And how long it used to take me to kill things. So now I'm... Oh, jeepers. Yeah, I'm about 72 hours in. Merry Christmas, fuckers. I've been trying out some of the different... Look at that shrine, eh? Like what it does. Everything's like 1,000 miles an hour. Like boom, 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 boom. Like look at that. They're just all dropping like a bag of shit. It's just amazing. Look at that. It's like an artillery attack from those shrines there. It gives you that power. Yeah, the dungeons, just the aesthetics, the lighting, all that, you know, stuff, if you will. It just... I can't even tell you. It's a little bit difficult going back to Diablo 3, but I do so sometimes when I'm in bed playing on my Nintendo, because the Switch has Diablo 3. So for me, that's like perfect. Now we can finally come in here. So these skills that you see me do here like this, that's my spirit generator. And then ba-boom, ba-boom. Again, it does it twice because of the aspect. That is what heals me because I'm shapeshifted. If it wasn't for that skill, I would just stay in human form. I would be much, much weaker. It would make that big of a difference. Now I'm in a special kind of a bear form, as you can see there. And that makes it so that I take less damage, do more damage, and every time I kill people, the buff of how long it lasts a little bit longer.
I was worried we would not find.
And that's pretty much it. That's a quest right there. Now, naturally, I could finish the dungeon. That was just a side mission within this dungeon. But I don't have to finish it. You know what I mean? Like, I got my XP. But for completing the dungeon, I'll get an aspect, and those are things you can add to weapons and armor and whatnot. This one's for the barbarian, but it's account-wide. So, if I complete it on the Druid, I can log into my barbarian, and I would have access to that. I shouldn't have popped it, but whatever. Not really a big deal. Not worried about it. Yeah, it's just so much fun, especially when, the servers are actually working properly and they're behaving. That naturally makes it so much better. So as you can tell, I'm doing all right compared to before. But again, there are people that, oh my goodness, they do so much better than me. Now that we're full here, what I'm going to do is just kind of look at some of the gear, look at some of the stats very quickly. There doesn't seem to be anything here that I want. None of these are going to have aspects anyways on them. But you could get a rare that's really good. Then you remove that legendary aspect that's got the star there on the left, like the whole trample thing. You could remove it from one piece of gear, add it on a rare that's yellow, and turn it into a legendary. But you can only do that once if it came from a piece of gear. But if you unlocked an aspect from a dungeon, those will be weaker, but you can apply those an infinite amount of time. So I'm going to go back to town, just kind of show you that a little bit. Portal, just like all the other Diablo games. Got my little horsey. The blacksmith. All items, but it won't do legendaries or things that are socketed, like that one thing that I got. That's pretty good. Now I gotta go to my stash. I probably don't need all these gems, but I like them because, again, I have alts that I'll be playing a little bit here and there. Music's really nice too, but I turned it down because I didn't want it to be overpowering. So we'll go ahead, pop those in there. And then for my druid, your wolf companions are now werewolf companions. Werewolf companions still 190% more additional damage. Yeah, so that looks cool. So just put it in the bag. Basic skills grant 20% damage reduction. That seems OP. So again, we put those in there. Sort out the bags. I'll worry about those later. Some of them I'll rip the aspect off of them once and I'll wait till I'm a higher level to use it again. Because not all aspects are bonuses on the loot of legendaries, if you will. Not all bonuses on legendary loot, rather, can be found in a dungeon. Okay? Like, it just doesn't always work that way, as far as I know. There are some you must get it from a weapon or like a piece of armor, right? Like I said here, you know what you're going to get when you highlight over it. You'll get, here, Earth Striker. After swapping weapons 10 times, your next attack will overpower and deal 30%. It's always the lowest roll. If you could get that on a random world drop, it could be 50%, maybe 40, 45%, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing, is just kind of looking at the different... Oh, it won't let me see the other... Oh, there we go. See? This one I want. But it makes it so that the duration only lasts an extra 1 second. But a world drop might do 2, 3, 4 seconds, right? But again, can only be transferred once. So, yeah. It's pretty cool. I grab all the loot that's enchanted so I can upgrade my armor as well. You could do that about 3 or 4 times. Not too sure which way to go. I'm stunned. There we go. So there wasn't anything there. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, here we go. We're going to bitch slap him. And just like that. Boom, see? You have unlocked Earthstriker's aspect. Now I can view all my aspects that I got. All utility, defensive. See? Basic skills gain 15% attack speed. Look at mine. Basic skills gain 19%. But in the bracket, it says 15 to 30. So I could actually roll a better, or not roll, I could find a better drop. And I'll do 30% instead of the maximum 15. But the 15, I could apply it as many times as I want on new armor. This one's a, you know what I mean? So that's how that works. And there we go. 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes, kind of like a South Park episode. Not nearly as entertaining for funny, but whatever. I had fun. That's all that matters. All right. I think that'll be it for me. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. If you didn't like it, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now. Now for my VIPs that wish to stick around, I got some bonus footage for you.
Watch out! Strike them down.
It's a little event, just a random event. The dynamic of the game, right? There's some baddies that are coming and yeah, these are just waves. Survive the enemy waves. There you go. There's the boss. Now there's random people joining in. Because this is kind of like, if you will, World of Warcraft. It's an MMO. There's another bear. There's my loot. And that's it. Alright, so that was the bonus footage from my VIPs. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.